Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name changes depending on what day it is, but today it's Nova War.
I'm Maximus Black.
I didn't know, I actually almost accidentally said Nova
Nova
StarCraft,
something? Oh, Nova StarCraft.
which, probably would have been just as good. I just saw the worst computer automated auto split. It actually costed him, probably an early, extra mineral patch. Because the friggin' SCV just waltzed all the way around the minerals, didn't dick all for the first 7-8 seconds. That was unfortunate. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is a normalized normal game sent by the fans to www.lag.tv, lag.tv. It's the place to be as usual. You know all that jazz. Mixmaster Maximus Blackster.
Yeah.
Hit me up with the sound of getting an x-ray only to find out that you accidentally shoved that toy car a little too far up the yoo-hoo.
Rum, rum.
Now do the x-ray part.
What do X-rays sound like?
Where
Isn't
you
it-
find out that you accidentally shoved it a little too far up the yoo-hoo.
Well, that's exactly what I would do.
Oh. Oh. Well, that was way less fucking dramatic than I was going for. I thought you were gonna go full-blown dramatic.
Well, no. I mean, if you're gonna shove something up your yoo-hoo, then I mean, is it gonna be a big surprise if it shows up on an X-ray? All you can do is kind of joke about it. It's like, wait, how did that car get into my ass?
I don't know, doctor. I swear, I sat down on the couch and it happened. I was naked at the time. It was very warm outside. And suddenly, a Tonka truck... Whoa, no, not a Tonka truck. That would be... Wow.
Oh, that'd be a terrible decision.
That's called the next RedTube collab.
Yeah.
That's called... Wow, that's aggressive. Taking truckloads of shit out of that, if you know what I'm saying. Down here on the bottom left-hand side of the Warshot Inkblot test map that I can never remember the name of and honestly don't care about, is Proud of Void, or Proto Void, or Proto Swaggins. And down here in the bottom right-hand side, we're looking at X-Ray, the Red Terran. Aptly named, given the ability to scan. Right now, we're looking at... Of course, in a normalized normal game, everything standard forever. Marine, for Proto Swaggins, already picking up the first kill. Swag. So, getting a good start out there, losing a worker already is never a good thing. We've got 3 racks over here for X-Ray, with a 4th on the way, so I'm thinking... we're going to see some pretty heavy aggression here, which might not work out too poorly for him, given the fact that his opponent, Proto Swaggins, is throwing up that second command center pretty early.
Yeah, finally we've got some Terran here on Lag TV. It's been a while since.
Hey, nobody
Terran,
plays Terran that watches us for some reason. I think everybody just plays Protoss and Zerg, and then nobody plays Terran because they can't be Flash.
Pretty much.
I feel like that's the case.
It's kind of like that on ladder too. The majority of people are Zerg, and then Protoss, and then Terran. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know. People are just not showing Terran love in HOTS, I guess. But I love Terran. I love beating Terran.
You know,
I think Protoss is OP against Terran.
Yeah, I think I like watching Terran just because a well micro Terran army tends to look the most impressive to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just because everything looks like it's moving way more in general. I don't know if it actually if the micro for a Terran, like a full blown Terran army, does require a higher skill cap. I don't know. But it's the infinite ways of attacking your opponent as a Terran with drops and split pushes and just the versatility that makes it kind of fun to watch. And so if I was playing StarCraft, which might happen sometime between now and the apocalypse, probably the day of, then I've always considered Terran that if I was going to learn a second race, it'd probably be them.
Yeah, no, Terran's just a solid race. I mean, they've got a really, really strong early game. Their late game, I think, is a bit lacking. just because Zerg and Protoss are just so
I would agree with
strong.
that.
I mean, I just when it's Terran, it really boils down to when you're against Protoss, it's all about getting off that EMP. And I mean, if you get caught out too early and you don't have ghosts, I mean, it can be very, very tough to win. And against Zerg, I mean, there's just so many late game units for Zerg that are just so good against Terran, especially with Infestors that just eat up everything very, very quickly. Like bio just gets disintegrated. So I think it takes the skill cap for Terran. I think is a little bit higher late game than the other two races, personally. But I think when you master it, Terran can be
the most dangerous.
Oh yeah, Terran is very, very good. And like you said, just the mobility of being able to be in 50 different places, especially now in HOTS with the boost, with the medevacs and such. And Widow Mines just do so much damage so quickly. But then again, it also takes a good player to use Widow Mines correctly, because you can find yourself blowing up your own army, or if you panic and you start putting Widow Mines in your mineral line, you can lose your own SCVs very quickly. So it's just one of those things. I think it's
Sorry to interrupt you here, but we're about to see unfortunate things happen.
Okay.
A dropship there by Protoss Wagons made it 3/4 of the way in, only to get 2 Marines out. He lost the Widow Mine in it because 2...
oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Oh!
Okay,
well,
well
that didn't really make as much of a difference as probably could have, but...
No, those Marauders just soaked them bad boys up.
Yeah, that soaked that up and just loved it, every minute of it. No, the drop failed. The turrets got rid of it while the mine was still in the dropship. So that's highly unfortunate. And then on top of that, 3 mines didn't do enough damage there for Protoss Wagon, so he's kind of in the shithole right now. And he's going to need more than a ring to make his way out of this complete and utter massacre by a lot of Marauders.
Yeah, this is quite a bit of Marauders. Unfortunately, though, for X-Ray, he's not going to be able to reinforce here because the Widow Mines are now moving up. This is very risky, and I'm surprised that those Marauders didn't turn around and kill those Widow Mines. I mean, he could have at least gotten rid of 1 or 2 of them, for sure, but now he's bringing up more units, and they're going to get caught here, and look at that, 1 down. Oh, but the other ones are still charging up. Did all 3 of them go off at once or something? No. Okay, no, they're all just charging at different times. Like,
yeah,
oh,
they were lined
off?
up a bit weird there, I think, so he lost a bit of that. He's just got 2 more units in here. They're going to get cleaned up by the SCVs, a couple of Hellions, and that Marine there, and now Protoss Wagons is back on track. Run that swag train. Swag. And now X-Ray is kind of forced to bring in the reinforcements, while in the meantime, he's actually forced to long-range mine because he doesn't want to get rid of the 2 Marines.
Yeah.
At the back. That's not the smartest thing I've ever seen. In fact, it might have been one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. You could kill those 2 Marines with your SCVs in like 2 seconds, and you have 3 Marines of your own.
Wow, that long-range mining because of those 2 Marines. Those are the most cost-effective Marines I have ever seen in StarCraft 2. The most. I mean...
No, those two Marines just literally denied, like, probably a good 1,000 minerals.
Oh, God, and here comes some Hellions.
No. Oh, Protoss Wagons!
He stims into those Hellions and gets rid of the majority of the health on the Marines, and it looks like the Hellion is gonna come. Oh, so sad.
Hero Marine. He got 3 of those kills, man. Hero Marine.
Wow, he did too. That's impressive.
Three kills for a Marine
Hellions.
is actually quite impressive. No 2 ways around that. X-Ray now, the one finding himself on the defensive as Proto brings over the next round of units, really digging these Hellions. Really great now if he doesn't just send them in like an asshole.
Yeah, he should be just waiting, right? He should have waited for the
because
rest
he
of
probably
these
wouldn't.
units.
He probably would have lost maybe 1 if they were up front. If he'd wait for the rest of his units and then went in with them, and it would have been a real quick cleanup, and then he'd be on like this crazy offensive. And now instead he's finding himself in a weaker position. However, he still absolutely has got the advantage now. He's got 5 more Hellions back at base that aren't even being brought over at the moment for whatever reason. But X-Ray is definitely on the brink here, and he's going to have to pull off some seriously epic maneuvers to survive this onslaught. Because really, mostly because of the long-range mining. Those 2 Marines basically won Protoss Wagons the game, other than having an epic amount of swag. he just, you know, the two Marines literally denied like 800 to 1,000 probably minerals worth, just because of the long range mining.
Oh yeah, no, they were off the mineral line for quite a while.
Oh yeah.
I'm not 100% sure how long they were off, but just think about it. If right now he's gathering around 800 minerals per minute, assuming that they were off for at least 2 minutes, you know, that is 1,600 minerals gone.
And
oh
once again,
my God. I don't know who's gonna. This is gonna be extremely close. It looks like Blue may come out on top here, just because the Marauder is soaking up some damage, and unfortunately, he just stemmed right into all of those Hellions, and he really needs to be backing up and, like, you know, trying to micro a little bit. He just ran right into the center of all of it. Like,
I don't think it's going to make a difference, but in the grand scheme of things, Proto Swaggins, if you're watching this shit right now, next time you're going to go in like that and you have your Hellions, you know, yeah, they want to go up front, but wait until the rest of your units are in DPS range. Don't just throw them to the fire, because even though the Marines and Marauders were only like, I don't know, like 5 feet behind. Oh no, death. Swag.
Well, seriously, the only reason why Proto is going to win this game right now
are those two Marines.
Well, yeah. Well, not only that, but the fact that X-Ray's unit control is so bad. Like, he's just stimming in to armies. Like, Proto keeps going in with, like, all these Hellions up front, and which can be okay in certain situations, but he's just throwing his units in at the wrong times. And X-Ray is, like, helping him out by stimming into all these units and no micro whatsoever. And now Proto's going to win. And not only because of those two Marines, but just because X-Ray just has some really, really bad unit position.
Here we go. The SCV's coming out, cleaning up a bunch. The tank having a field day. That swag Banshee now with a partner. And there's the cleanup. Oh my goodness, SCV massacre just everywhere as X-Ray is defeated.
Oh God, they just handing units away like crazy.
Proto Swaggin saw right through all of X-Ray's bullshit and steamrolled his way to victory with the use of two of the most economic Marines in the history of Lag TV. I don't think there's ever been two more that's done more than that.
No.
I honest to God, I don't think. Give me a second, I gotta back up here. We just gotta find out where that happened roughly. There they are, right there. There's the initial landing.
Yeah.
Right there.
At 9 minutes.
At 9 minutes.
So fast forward here. See how long they're there.
Do me a favor while I fast forward. Just give me some Ace Ventura chanting for these Marines.
Chicago. Hoom ha. Hoom ha ha. Hey. Hey. Shoot. Ah. Hoom. So at around the 12-minute mark, so 3 minutes in.
3 minutes of no freaking mining. And wait, yeah. did we get it? I want to make sure we were actually there for when they really got in there, because there's the 9-minute mark, but they might have been there earlier. Hold on. Nope, it was exactly the 9-minute mark. So over 3 minutes of nothing.
Yeah, it's like 2,400 minerals down the tube.
3 minutes of absolutely dick squat.
Yeah, that's really bad. That's really, really bad from 2 Marines, dude. Two.
And those 2 Marines even got kills. So they swagged it up. They rolled into town on the swag train and went, swag, swag, and fucking won the game for them. Swag. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, this has been Nova Swag.
And Maximus Black.
Didn't take the opportunity to say Maximus Swag?
No, Swag.
Swag.